It's just greens and steak. It's a very simple, super delicious go-to supper. We're gonna use flat kale, and we're gonna wilt down our greens first. I'm gonna use cumin seed, which is smoky, with caraway seed, which is really earthy, and two really underused ingredients, I find. As the greens wilt down, we're going to salt them, because salt draws out all the liquid, so they'll wilt down faster. A little black pepper. We use nutmeg. So anything creamy and anything dark green. And something that's both creamy and dark green, for sure we add a little hint of nutmeg. Right next door, we're heating up a cast iron skillet. Once your greens wilt down, you're going to add your garlic. Don't add the garlic first, it could brown and then be bitter for you. So when your greens have wilted down, but they're not dead, they still have a little life left to them, hit the pan with a little acidity. Your choices for acid, lemon juice, great go-to, or a splash of vinegar. Wine vinegar or cider vinegar, both would be delicious with this. I'm gonna use what we call everyday vinegar in our family, wine vinegar, a little splash of that. Now back to the cast iron skillet. I have this between medium-high and high heat. The pan preheats until you can feel that it's very, very hot. For any protein, you bring it to room temperature before you put it onto the hot surface and pat it completely dry. This we're just going to very thinly slice the most delicious, most tender, that's why they call it tenderloin, some beef tenderloin. You could use flank steak as well, which is a little more affordable, of course. And now we're going to use kosher salt and black pepper, liberal amounts and season from above, make it rain, as they say, so that you can see that everybody's getting equal amounts of seasoning and equal distribution. I also like a little granulated garlic on my steaks. I like garlic in everything. Granulated or otherwise, roasted, sliced. We just want to get a little bit in the pan. It will immediately smoke, don't freak out. That just means the pan is hot and ready. When you add the meat to the skillet, I just put 2 portions in at a time so we don't crowd the pan. Once I put them in the pan, I'm gonna season up side 2, the other side of the meat, with salt and pepper. I'm gonna babysit this. When we come back, I'll tell you about the sauce we're gonna pour over everybody. The steak is beautiful and crispy on both sides. So I just turned the pan off. The second side cooks quicker than the first. In this other little tiny pot, I put about 1/3 cup of white wine and heated it up. And I just added, about 1/2 pound or so of taleggio. We pile up our greens that have the cumin, caraway, garlic, cooked in olive oil, a little salt and pepper and nutmeg, of course. We pile our steak down over the top, our crispy tenderloin. Lovely, flavorful, crispy tenderloin all the way down the line. And then stick our steak knife under there, which you don't even need for tenderloin. You can cut it with a fork. And then finish it off with a nice drizzle of wine and cheese sauce. Lovely.